Hello everyone, welcome back in Star Trek Online for the Agents of Yesterday, new 23rd century faction missions in Star Trek Online. So today I will play I will count them as third episode. The tutorial is, I consider the tutorial with the Explorer Space Dock as the first one. Painful Omens, Deep Space Station K13. Like you see, there are also 3 after.
Starfleet hasn't heard from Deep Space Station K13 in a while. It's in a tactically sensitive part of the quadrant, and the brass is getting concerned. Get out there, find out what you can, and render assistance if needed. And hey, be careful, okay? This could go sideways fast.
So what will be the reward? We will get the science officer, you see? We don't have it yet, and some equipment for the ship and personnel. So we accept the mission, like you know already. We go directly there. Where is it? It's not far. Okay, we are ready to start Painful Omens. Okay, we are at Deep Space K13. Oh.
Right click on Empower to set it to auto fire.
Yeah, it's already done. Why is the Myrmidon attacking us?
Stay away! They're taking control! Don't come near us! They'll take you too!
Okay. So big problem, big issue with the station. I'm too cautious. No signs of combat on board the station, no hostile life form readings either, everything's quiet. What will happen? I don't like this. Is it me or he looks like Daniels? Enemies.
Stop where you are and turn about slowly. I need to determine if you are neural parasites, a life form last encountered by the crew of the Enterprise and then of a colony. Those possessed by the creatures tend to engage in hostilities with the uninfected, the Tumet. And while you have not engaged in hostilities thus far, I have seen infected employ false passivity in order to lure unwary prey. A tricorder scan of your adrenaline levels should verify your status. Scans show a slightly elevated level of adrenaline, though nowhere near that of an infected life form. Thank you for your patience. One can never be too cautious where these parasites are concerned. According to Starfleet data files, the parasites can be safely destroyed by exposure to high-intensity ultraviolet light. My attempts at reconfiguring the station's lighting thus far have been unsuccessful. I am a physician, not a habitat engineer. As a precaution, I have developed a serum that can render a person toxic to the creatures. However, medical supplies here are limited. I have enough serum to inoculate your landing party and one other person.
Okay.
Now there's a voice I wasn't expecting. I take it you heard my distress call then. Well, in case you haven't noticed, the station's been overrun by neuroparasites. The wee devils are back with a vengeance. I'm afraid not. I'm in the auxiliary control room, down on the engineering deck. The place is filthy with parasites, so you'll understand if I don't go out for a wee jaunt.
I have secured a small amount of security gear. It may give you another edge against the parasites.
Okay, so you understand that Temet will be your future crew member. So we've got new weapons. I will equip the armor on my crew, which is the highest, 58.5, 60.5, 57, 58.5. Okay, let's use these. Mine are already more than 60 DPS, boss. Okay. Ready, people? Let's start the fight.
We may be able to gain useful knowledge by scanning one of the infected. We should consider taking some scans from the infected. While I have committed Dr. McCoy's data on the parasites to memory, we may be able to learn something useful from... The creatures continue to be resistant to tricorder scans, sir. It may be fascinating. I'm detecting an unusually high level of tachyons nearby. Based on these readings, it is possible that a temporal event has occurred on the station within the last 4.2 hours.
I have always enjoyed using pistols, we'll call them like that, simply because you can use them very quickly. All those doors are closed. Here, no there. Ah. So you've noticed that there is some melee. Oh. That was a grenade in the face. So we have to go here. Yeah, we're a group of 5 people, it's not difficult.
The auxiliary control station is down the hall to our right. I'm reading a single human life form within the room. The biosigns match those of Commander Scott.
Hi
the
there.
Starfleet
It's good to see a
Medical
friendly
Relief
face.
Force.
There you are. I was beginning to get a bit concerned. Thought you might have been taken by those little beasties. I'll just lock the door so none of them can get in while we discuss our next course of action. Now that you're here, we've some work to do. The way I see it, we need to get to main engineering and turn on the station's ultraviolet lighting. That'll sort the nasty buggers out properly.
While I cannot attest to the ability of UV light to sort Deniven parasites, it will initiate a complete molecular breakdown within all parasites exposed to it.
Aye, she's a Vulcan, all right. I was trying to override the lighting control from here. It looks like someone sabotaged several duotronic relays. We have to repair them if we're going to have any chance of saving the station. Before we go, grab yourself a kit from the crate there. It might come in handy.
Let's grab a kit.
Equip a kit to gain new ground combat abilities.
And
This
the
is one of the
kit
broken
is
relays.
the
Right
photon
here.
grenade. Yeah.
That one was easy. Just a few more to go. All right, there are several ways through the engineering section here. Keep in mind that the parasites tend to stay in dark corners. If you want to avoid them, do your best to stay in the lit areas. Ah, this one just needs no fuses.
Ah.
There we are. Good as new.
Wow.
I'll have this fixed up straight away.
Okay, it's him who repair. Wow.
That takes care of that. No trouble at all.
The only issue is that you can kill 10-20 enemies. You don't earn any experience.
Now this may be a bit tricky. Just a wee bit longer.
Whoa.
There we are.
So move, you know that. Quick. Ah! Wow.
It looks like someone has overridden the command codes. You best get to the command center and see what you can do from there. I'll stay here, barricade the door, and keep trying to get those UV lights going.
Oh, they took damage, eh? Okay, let's use the Jeffries tubes.
Look, who are those soldiers? They're definitely not Starfleet.
The Nakul, once again.
The parasites, they're dying. All of them.
Salvage what you can and send a squad to kill the Federation vermin.
Whoa. it shouldn't be as fast as well.
We need to talk. Actually, the name's Daniels.
Yep.
This may be a little difficult to absorb, but recent events may make it more plausible. I'm actually from the future. I can't tell you how.
Why is this
just that it's a future
the
worth
cinematic?
protecting. That's why I'm here now. The aliens we're fighting are called the Nakul, and they're waging a temporal Cold War with us. They're trying to change the timeline here in order to disrupt the future. Understand that I follow a temporal version of the Prime Directive. There's
What
only
the
so
hell
much I can
have they
deal.
done?
Trust that we're doing the right thing here.
It's blurred, it's fuzzy.
Time's a factor. We need to stop the Nakul from obtaining the neural parasites. The Nakul ship that brought these invaders is now fighting the USS Ptolemy. Someone must have sent a distress call.
Look at that.
Unfortunately, Ptolemy is no match for the Nakul. Neither is your
I've
ship.
already
At least
noticed
not
it
alone.
earlier in
We should eliminate
another
parasites on the ships
missions.
you fought earlier. Those crews will help you once their minds are their own again. It's risky, but it's our best shot here.
Okay, some of you must think that my graphics are bad. Look, I'm at maximum. So it's not my graphic card. I'm using. I'm playing with an GTX 980 Ti. The issue is that they have made a bullshit.
I'm transferring command codes to you now. Use them to remotely access the computer on those disabled ships and emit an ultraviolet flash inside.
This is Captain Seralt of the Ptolemy. We have engaged the enemy ship, but we are outmatched. Please restore those ships and join the fight quickly.
That did it, Captain. Looks like everyone's coming around. Parasites are gone.
This is Captain Doherty of the parasites. What? Okay. Something's wrong. We're right behind you.
We're not doing any damage.
Away.
The Ptolemy has been destroyed. They have
Of
some
course.
kind of temporal shielding.
Temporal shielding? Never heard of it. But maybe a modulated ion based on it.
Scotty, the best of the best. Coward, they escaped.
Fine work, Captain. You sent those devils back to wherever they came from. Aye, we do have a wee problem, however. The burst I sent, when combined with the power source, created a feedback pulse. The feedback is creating some kind of spatial anomaly, which is beginning to pull the station in. We need to evacuate immediately.
Okay. It's never difficult, huh? You see, there is rarely countdown to do actions. You will never lose.
Scott here. The portal's collapsing. We're in for a right bumpy ride. Everyone's aboard. Get us clear before that portal blows. There's drones. I don't think anyone's ever seen a station do that.
Bye-bye. Ooh.
Perhaps not. After all, it was a temporal vortex. They may well survive. In another time. Well then, it's been quite a day, hasn't it? Neural parasites. Time-traveling raiders. Why, things will seem almost normal once I'm back on the Enterprise. Speaking of, I'm sure one of the ships here can give me a lift back to her now that they're parasite-free. If Starfleet Command gives you any grief on this, remind them that lives are more valuable than equipment. And you saved a lot of lives today.
I apologize for springing all of this on you at the last minute, and I'll explain more as soon as I can. For now, I can tell you that history is unfolding as it should, and that was not the end of K-13. You're building a fine tradition of making the right decisions in crisis situations. In the meantime, don't talk to anyone about the Nakul or their time travel. We can't risk any further corruption of the timeline.
And mission complete. So we got the
Let me
reward.
get this straight. K-13, an entire space station, just disappeared into some type of spatial anomaly? And I thought some of Kirk's after-action reports were out there. Starfleet Command won't be pleased with the loss of K-13, or the people that were still on board, but they'll be happy to hear about the lives you did save. Good work out there. Keep it up.
And we got the reward with the
Stay safe
new
out there.
science duty bridge officer. Well, it was painful omens from the Agents of Yesterday 23rd Century episode series new expansion. Thank you for watching, guys. Have fun, play a lot, and see you next time. Bye bye.